Toast. What do you have for us?
You like VTubers?
Hate him.
Well, some of us do.
Oh, never mind then.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Not
So
a fan.
what happens if you don't? It is a bad end.
All right, we move on. Who's next?
All right. All right. Let's assume that we are VTuber fans. Then
All right. So the only thing worth covering for this last episode is Kamitsubaki City Regenerate.
yes. So yep. I think so this is a multimedia project originally, right? I think video game original. Um, called
Sure.
Kamitsubaki City Under Construction, also known as Kamitsubaki-shi Kensetsuchuu. Yeah. So yeah, did it start out with songs, or is it a video game that first, or what's happening here?
The songs came out first.
Okay. Or alongside the rhythm game, right? I think it said. And then yeah. So
The
the
rhythm game
multimedia
is
project.
2024, but some of the songs were released earlier.
Oh, really? Okay, I
Sure.
see.
We can
I
go with
see.
that.
Yeah.
What did I? Yeah.
So
So let's just call the whole thing Kamitsubaki for short.
yeah.
Because the anime itself is called Kamisubaki City Under Construction, but the game is called Kamisubaki City Ensemble, and then there's the visual novel called Kamisubaki City Regenerate. Which I don't know, but
Yeah, the important part is this anime like general
the
anime
under
adaptation anyway,
construction
and the
part, I
multimedia.
guess.
Yeah,
All
yeah,
right.
yeah.
So to give a little backstory, this is a multimedia project, and it stars the cast of VMP, which stands for Virtual Witch Phenomenon, which is
Mhm.
a group consisting of KAF, Rim, what?
Harusaruhi?
Harusaruhi, there you go.
Mhm.
Isekai Jocho, and Coco.
Yeah,
Yeah.
so these are all
Wow.
not all of them are necessarily virtual YouTubers, but all of them are sort of like faceless, essentially kind of like people that more or less want to stay anonymous.
I,
Faceless artists that kind of sing.
they all have
Um
VTuber models, so they count as
they
VTubers.
all have VTuber ones?
These,
Oh yeah,
these are
in
the
this anime,
main
yeah.
five. No,
Yeah, yeah,
all
yeah, yeah.
five. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, all five of
Yeah,
them are
at least the
VTubers.
5 in this group. Yes.
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 And so the
You're right.
city. So this. How am I gonna break this to you? You like Data Live, Spire?
Some of it, I would say yes.
Remember the space quakes?
Yes, I do.
Well, that's not what happens here. So basically,
Okay.
in
Okay.
Kamitsubaki, the sun turns green and it kills people.
What the fuck?
Yeah, they're
What?
calling it
Damn.
they're
Okay.
calling it the blackout, but the sun turned green and suddenly kills people.
Wouldn't it be the green out?
No, yeah, well, I don't know,
Alright.
but yeah, I don't know why it turns green. But yeah, basically people died except KAF because KAF is special. I'm sorry, KAFU with a U, because that I need to differentiate within the VTuber KAF and KAFU, which is this character. So yeah, KAFU survives, but her parents are dead, and then she starts singing. Yeah,
As you
and then
do.
Okay, so is this like Symphogear? What's happening?
and then now that she's an orphan and all these people died in the blackout, she got adopted by this adopted by this chick named Erica. 7 years later, KAF uh I don't know. I'll just say the first episode's kind of ass in pacing because
Yeah.
Okay.
after the blackout, KAF is sees her parents die and she stops talking, but all that she can do is sing. All right, and then she gets picked up by Erica, and then she starts to become normal again. She starts talking again, but 7 years later, is it 7 years later after the blackout, the city's having some weird phenomenon happening in the city known as Q.
Oh shit.
I don't know what
Oh,
I don't know.
Finding
It's
dude.
gonna be
Q?
What's the
nonsense.
plan?
Yeah.
Plan, bro.
And so while Cass walking home from high school, she meets this mysterious boy named Laplace while singing, and and Laplace is like, "Hey, your singing's kind of cool. Your singing will be needed later on." And then, yeah, but they're calling it a Q event. Whatever. Basically, every so often after the blackout, there's this phenomenon that happens in the city where people get caught up in like, what do they call it? An incomprehensible region, basically, where monsters start to appear in this region and start killing people. And so Erica, who's been taking care of Kafu, gets killed in this region, and then Kaf starts singing. And then the singing is what causes these monsters called Tesseractors. Get it near?
Yeah.
These Tesseractors, her Kaf singing causes these Tesseractors to die. So she's got magic singing. That yeah. And then
So most of
Laplace,
this is so most of this like
it's kind of heavy.
story is like monsters and singing focused, right?
I
It's not
called
like a
it.
magical girl focus, right?
I mean, fine. I'll break it to you earlier. I've seen some people compare this to what's that? City Demon Hunters, K-pop Demon Hunters, and Madoka
Okay.
Magica, that kind of thing.
Wow.
Oh,
Basically,
please don't do that. Please don't compare. Okay. All right. Now the because I
basically,
was trying to avoid
It's
that.
like
I was like, oh,
Madoka, bro. It's like
okay. All right.
basically, Laplace is this is a human-shaped Tesseractor or whatever, and
Uh-huh.
she contracts with KAF, and KAF is a witchling, which is a person whose songs have the power to destroy the Tesseractors because they don't
Mm.
really fight themselves, or yeah, the Witchlings don't really fight themselves. They have the summons, aka the oh no, so you have something summoned to fight for you. Oh no, the copyright. Yeah, or the patent, whatever. So Kaf's summons slash helper is Laplace, and he fights the Tesseractors until Kaf can kill them with her singing and whatever. And that's what happens in episode 1. Fast forward, now she's living with four. Now she finds the four others, and that's where the story begins. Basically, they sped run Kaf's development at episode 0, and it's really bad. Oh, like, oh, hey, your parents are dead. Hey, this person who's been taking care of you is dead. Oh, you were traumatized by that and stopped singing. Oh, but you're singing again, and now everything's better. But here's the rest of the group, and it's kind of ass in a way. So
So
yeah,
is this part of like the character's evolution is kind of like saving them, I guess, from like having them sing like happily again, or what's happening kind of?
I don't. What do you mean? Like I don't know. Immediately after, because immediately this is the what they call episode 0, because the first
Okay.
episode is a two-parter. But in episode 1, after that, basically cast with the group, and now they're a group of magical witchlings whose summons fight off the Tesseractors until they're weakened enough for the witchlings to sing their cool songs and yeah, sing their cool songs and destroy them. But I mean, yeah. So I guess to go back into some world building, the city of Kamitsubaki runs doesn't run off of fossil fuels anymore because that's so old school. This is a cool new neo techno city. But there's this new power source called Fragment that they use to power the city, or I guess the world, whatever. And it's run off of human thought.
Hmm.
And
So
when the human thought goes berserk and like negative energy and malice and like people's dark desires start to overflow, they turn into tesseractors, aka they
okay.
turn it, aka they turn into witches. So you got to use the magical girls to fight them off. But in this one, the
Uh,
witchlings are the magical girls. Get it? That's why it's just like Madoka.
okay.
So yeah, and then
Do
basically
they, by
for
the way, do these like I guess like the actual sort of like the Tesseractors, right? Do the Tesseractors die or like as like when they're destroyed or whatever,
yeah, they're
right?
dead.
Or killed? Okay,
Because
okay.
like most of the like basically all the Tesseractors used to be human, but when their thoughts turn to negative, they get
So
they
there's no
turn
like
into
turning back.
Tesseractors.
There's no like it's
Yeah,
not a
they
purification. It's
dead.
like you're actually killing. Okay,
Yeah.
okay.
Well, yeah. So basically, about there's 10. Do you want to call it 10? 0, 1, 2. Let's call it 11 episodes.
12 episodes, right? Technically, because it's like 11.
Yeah.
It's gonna be or in addition to the one that's coming up, right? There's gonna be 12
Crunchyroll
episodes
has
total.
it as 0 and 1
Yeah,
so
yeah,
far.
yeah, yeah.
But if you want to do that, then yeah, there's currently, if we're gonna call it 0 and 1, there's currently 10 episodes out. And
Uh-huh.
for most of this, like basically the entire series after that, uh, it's just them fighting the Tesseractors. Most of that. Yeah.
But you say fight the Tesseractors, but is it actually sort of like a sort of almost like episodic flow of like just fighting the monsters,
Yeah. They're
or is there
fighting the
some sort of like
monsters, and then
undercurrent
there's some
of like,
story.
yeah,
Let's
okay,
see.
okay, okay.
So I guess the main thing is that you'll notice a trend pretty quickly if you know your cool stuff. But the 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 helpers the witchlings have to to fight off the Tesseractors before they can finish them off their singing. One of
Hmm.
the one that KAF has is named Laplace. Get it?
Hmm.
You're starting to see. Another one's named Agni, which controls fire, and then one of them's named Haster, and
Is
another's named
that
like
control spacer, or I forget what
I
Haster
think it's
does.
lightning. I think it's
Okay,
lightning.
okay, okay.
Whatever in
Yeah,
this
yeah,
one,
you're right because it's yellow. Yes, yes, you're correct.
but he's not
Yeah,
yellow,
yeah.
so it doesn't count.
Oh, oh, okay.
And
Hmm.
then another's named Animos. I don't know where that one's from. I don't recognize one. And another's named Kugel.
Okay.
And okay, and so basically, while they're fighting off the Tesseractors and you know fighting to save their city, they encounter the big bad. And you want to guess what his name is?
Wait, what is it?
Uh, his name is Maxwell.
Okay.
Wow.
Get it? You guys get it yet?
No, actually, I don't.
I- Is it just for like
Maxwell's
uh
demon
oh, okay, okay, okay. I
Uh,
see, I see.
and Laplace. Get it?
yeah.
I don't know. Agni's I get Agni because that dude he turns into this like creature that shoots fire. So I was like, okay, sure.
Hmm.
I don't know what a Kugel is though, but I think that's the is that the ice dude? Sure. No, or is that
Sure.
Haster? I don't know. Whatever.
So
But yeah. I guess. But yeah. For a majority of the series, they're just fighting stuff
okay,
and whatever. I don't want to spoil too much, but
yeah.
yeah.
So what's
Whatever.
the sort of balance of screen timing? Because you have like I want to say, correct me if I'm wrong, about four things running around. So you have one, the battle scenes, obviously. Two, the sort of introspections, interpersonal kind of like dialogue, retrospections of like, oh man, like it's not the world isn't worth saving, like all that stuff, right? You have a little bit of that. You have the singing parts, right? Because this is about singing, so there has to be insert songs, and then you have I want to say the sort of rest of the story, right? Like the actual like, hey, we got to connect all these like whatever's happening with the Tesseractors to this sort of like central whatever's happening with the world, right? The phenomenon of the world. So what's the screen time balance with regards to these four?
There's quite a lot of action, whatever. There's a lot of fighting. There's a lot of character.
Okay.
There's a lot of talking. Uh, this and I don't know. I say it's mostly action and character development, and then after that is the singing.
Mhm.
I should mention that the singing is is pretty interspersed between every episode, and it's pretty good singing, I guess.
Okay.
It's literally most of the songs, most if not all the songs in the series are songs that are shown on their YouTube channels. So
Right. Right.
Are they not original?
if you mean by original that they've been that they were sang years ago on their YouTube channels, then yes,
Wait, so they didn't
they're
make
not
any
new.
tracks for this series.
Other than like the opening and ending, I don't think so. I didn't look into it much, but a lot of the insert songs are basically, "Hey, it's that song from her that's on her YouTube channel," kind of
Uh-huh.
thing. Yeah, and I mean, I'd say that's the best. I'd say the singing is the best part of the best part of the series because out of these guys, I only know KAF, and KAF singing is pretty good. So I'm like, hey, that's KAF singing. And when they sing, it's literally like the entire. It's the when they sing, it's the entire music video with like all the background, with all the background instruments and whatnot. And I'm like, damn,
Right.
did they really just rip that from the?
Probably.
Hey, but like, hey, it's their song. They get to do whatever they want with it. Anyway, yeah. So the main story is that the main bad guy Maxwell is trying to destroy the city, and then some stuff happens, Madoka Magica style, and then that's all the episodes up until 10. And I will say that episode 10, the best is the best episode in the series by far. If you know, you know. I don't want to spoil too much, but
Yeah.
I told these guys to like, hey, I should mention that this series is entirely 3D. But episode 10 has the best 3D I've ever seen out of any 3D show. Sorry,
It's almost lifelike.
sorry,
Yeah.
what is it? Hoseki no Kuni, you got nothing on this.
Uh-huh.
Mhm.
But yeah, 10 episodes. There's a cool plot twist in episode 10 that I'm like, oh, that made me go from this show's kind of ass and it's a very slow burn to, oh no, this show's actually pretty cool now. So yeah, whatever. What else? I guess I'll go over the visual. What?
Yeah, well, just before you go over the audio visuals, so is this like how do I say this? Who is the audience for this series? I
Oh,
don't
it's
really understand.
Me.
Toast, just Toast. But it's like, because I feel like, okay, well, let me back up a little bit first. When they fight, because I have not seen this yet, but when they fight, is it like they're shooting beams and stuff, or are they singing to crush them like Symphogear? Or, I mean,
The
Symphogear ended up punching people, but it's like, well,
I
what
got
is it?
their Tesseractors like AK Agni and Laplace and they're the ones doing the fighting. They're shooting like I said, Agni turns into this thing that shoots fire and it like destroys the Tesseractors mostly. And then when the Tesseractors are like almost dead, the girls come in and sing their cool insert songs to finish them off.
wow.
Okay, I see. So coming off of from that, it's like you said that this was a little bit more sparse on the songs than obviously compared to the battle scenes. So I'm kind of guessing that they're trying to do this like weird balance where for like the people that are fans already of these singers, they're like, hey, here are some things. But then mostly they're just trying to turn it into like I almost want to say generic kind of magical girls ish, like dark magical girls, whatever ish series. Is that sort of the feel that you're getting
I
from this
guess.
anime
I
adaptation?
guess.
Yeah.
But it is called the Virtual Witch Phenomenon. Like that's their
Oh,
well, that's the
yeah, that's true.
project.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Hmm.
um, For what it is, like, let's go the visuals. The visuals, despite being all 3D CG, is actually fairly competent. Like, I didn't know it's
Okay.
definitely it's constant. Like, well, um, like the tester actors, they look good, all of them. The main cast, they all look good too. Basically, I guess the only negative I'd say is like if you're a generic ass looking NPC, you look like a generic ass looking NPC. If you're not like KAF or whatever, then you look really kind of boring. But overall, like the backgrounds are good. The animation style is very fluid. There's no like it's not super jarring. Like I keep bringing up. I'll just bring up Overlord again because I just watched it because that 3D's ass. But yeah, the the studio is what do they call it?
Shogak. So it's the in-house studio for Shogakukan. They're
It's
Shogakukan Music and Digital Entertainment. Shogakukan is obviously not necessarily for Yutos, but to the audience. Shogakukan is one of the major publishers in Japan, alongside places like Shueisha and Kadokawa, right? Kodansha, excuse me, Kodansha, and Kadokawa. But it's they also, for the CG animation, they brought in a lot of subcontractors to just
yeah.
kind
I
of pile
see
bodies on it.
the main one I see is called something called Sinka Animation Project. I don't know. I don't have any information past that. But yeah, it
And
looks.
also the main like named guys, top lead guys on the CG are both of the people who have worked on the Duke of Death and His Maid, which I think you also reviewed, right?
I can kind of see that, but like compared to the Duke of Death and this one's far better, like in
Yeah,
every
they
way.
definitely improved a lot, I think. Yeah.
There's a lot of money put into this 3D CG, and it's fairly good, I want to say. I guess where it like other than like if you're generic, like I mentioned, if you're a generic dude and you look whatever, and there's a fair bit of gore in this, like gore and blood. Really, I want to say gore and blood in 3D has never really looked good for like anime, and
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
kind of another negative for this one, but it's a minor thing. Like there's this, it's fairly violent. There's I'll mention that that chick that Calf used to live with, Erica. She gets chopped in half, and it's like, ooh, ouch. It's not. It's super.
Is it direct violence or indirect? Like if the scene cuts away and you only
Now
see
you
kind of
see
like
it.
the blood.
You
Okay,
see
okay, I
her
see.
get stabbed and then like cut in half, and like
Okay, I
all
see.
this stuff. So yeah, it's fairly violent, and it's pretty good for what it is. Like I said, these are minor negatives, but overall the CG is very good, or the 3D is very good. The CG is very good. So like, props to that and whatever.
Okay.
What else? Should I mention? So the main cast, I guess we'll go over that. Kafu Morisaki is voiced by Kaf. Uh,
Mhm.
Rime Tanioki is voiced by Riem. Haru Asanushi is voiced by Haru Saruhi. Sekai Yodokawa is voiced by Isekai Jocho. And Coco Rine is voiced by Coco. You kind of get why they're named like that. Get it? Haha, tongue in cheek. Then for and then like those are the main five, and then for their allies, Laplace was voiced by Ayane Sakura. I have no idea who that is.
Just
Sure.
random voice
And
actresses.
then Hester is voiced by Tomita Miyu. I don't know who that is either. Just saying. And then
Mhm.
Agnes, some dude, Yohei Azakami. I don't know. He's apparently Guel from Witch from Mercury. Cool. Cool. Anemos voiced by Shuichiro Umeda. I don't. Who is this? Sure, let's go with he's Hikaru from The Summer Hikaru Died. Wow, that's a spoiler.
Wow.
Wow. And then Kugel's voiced by Mai Toto. And then their big
Mhm.
boss, I guess. Is it the big boss? Sure. They're the big boss because they work for this organization that fights that fights the Tesseractors is voiced by Shizuka Ito. So that's cool. I'm like I said, Ayane Sakura, Tomita Mio, and Shizuka Ito. I know who those guys are. Very cool.
Mm.
Yeah. I guess I should go over their voice performances. Really? Because
Well, yeah. Well, how do you feel about their like the insert songs and stuff like that, and their placements, and I
they,
guess in general?
I mean, KAF likes to break in the song every now and then. I'm like, hey, that's a KAF song. That's cool. I
Just
mean,
randomly start singing.
I
Yeah.
got no
Yeah.
complaints about KAF songs or whatever, or their other songs, whatever.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
So I mean, it's fine, whatever. But it's
Yeah.
like they break in the song, and then suddenly it's the whole music video playing, like
Oh, okay. It's kind of like
audio noise.
Idolmaster, what Idolmaster does with their inserts and stuff like that.
You
Yeah.
mentioned Idolmaster. That's cool because the director Kodai Kakimoto
Hmm.
is is associated with Bang Dream. I don't know what Bang Dream is.
Oh, okay. So that's interesting. I'm sure he actually got a lot of experience because if I remember correctly, Bang Dream for their anime adaptation, like especially when they're doing these inserts for Firebird and stuff like that, right? Um, they also did 3D, but they did it in. I mean, it was years after Love Live, but they did it in a much better way than Love Live did. So obviously, this was also further improvement of that as well. So yeah.
Whatever.
I guess yeah.
But like,
Anything?
I guess I should come like for. Do you want to call them amateur voice actors if they're VTubers?
I would call them. I mean, you can just call them the voice actresses. Like
Yeah,
I would,
like
or yeah,
for their like for everyone's voice actor performances, they're actually they're you can tell they're not professional voice actors in a way. That
mm,
this is my
mm,
personal opinion. You can tell they're not professional voice
not as
actors.
experienced, not as
Yeah,
experienced.
you
Yeah, yeah.
don't.
Hmm.
They're not good at enunciating on like projecting their voice so often. It sounds like they're just normally speaking as they would, I guess, on a stage or when they're like speaking interviews in the
Yeah, yeah,
beginning.
yeah,
But they do get better over time, I would say. You can
yeah,
tell they're not professionally voice trained, but I don't see any real like problem with this.
yeah.
Like,
That's also kind of why I thought at the beginning that they would be kind of focusing a little bit more on the songs and less on the story. You know what I mean? Because it's like that's the whole point. And I don't really mind in this case as much, where it's like obviously maybe if I heard it a little bit more, it might like kind of not irk. It would be like, oh, maybe they could have done so. But it's like at the end of the day, this was not. How do I say this? This anime wasn't really meant to be some sort of like standalone, like, hey, this is an anime about all the magical girls and the witchlings and the tesseractors. It's not that. It's more just like, hey, here are the girls, but they're in the anime kind of business. So I think
yeah,
as that is fine.
none of their like line reads are super awkward. But you can
Oh,
tell, like I said, you can tell they're not professional voice actors, but that's fine if you know
mhm,
like who they are and
yeah.
whatever. But yeah,
And the point of the anime is to showcase these girls, and it's
yeah,
not really, yeah.
it's just like it's showcase their singing, and their singing is very good. Gee, I wonder
Yeah.
why that's the main foot like that's the highlight of this series.
Mhm.
Um, but yeah, overall, I'd say this is before episode 10, I would have rated this like like a 7-ish, so like kind of average or kind of average, kind of middling. But after episode 10, when they got when they amped their budget and like, oh, we're gonna go into the real 3D in here, I give it. I'll boost its score up to like an 8.5. Um, but yeah, like the CG is really good overall. Songs are really good. Songs are really good. The animation quality is very consistent and good. Like you can tell they outsourced it, and those outsources and like whoever was working on this did very well to make it I want to say to match. Well, okay, well, if you've seen like KAF or all the like I mentioned, the I only one I know of is KAF. Did you know KAF did a song with Mori Calliope?
Wow.
Yes, I
She
did.
also did a song with Suisei, so like that's good. But yeah,
Yes.
If you've seen KAF's videos or like any other of the other girls, they're they do some good 3D in there because
Mm.
like for obvious reasons. But yeah, I'm whatever. I'm just rambling. The 3D is good. 3D is very good. I'm probably gonna rate it the best 3D anime of this year by far, far and away. Not, I mean, like other than episode 10, it's still like really good.
Mhm.
But yeah, overall, I'm gonna give it a 8.5. It's very good. It's a very slow burn with like all the witch stuff, but once you get to the really cool part in episode 10, you'll be like, damn, this is actually pretty good.
It gets good
Yeah.
95% of the way in.
Yeah, it's actually actually near the end. But overall, as a VTuber anime, because this is a VTuber anime, should I say this is the best one, far and away?
I mean,
I
is that
think it's
really
not
a
that
That
high
high of
actually
a
bar?
uses
bar, but
VTubers?
yeah, I think it would be okay because this kind of goes into the realm of also like I mean, there's only been two, but the higher quality versions of Black Rock Shooter,
Uh,
right?
mm,
It's kind of like
oh
that.
yeah, Black Rock Shooter. Near, it has Black Rock Shooter vibes, I guess. You like Black Rock Shooter? 'Cause-
I do like the first season of Black Rock Shooter. Yeah.
Okay. I mean, yeah. Anyway, no, but because how many VTuber animes are there? There's Kizuna no
Not counting
Kizuna
VTuber
no
Legend
Allele,
because they're
VTuber Legend
yeah.
is the other one. Are there any
Would you
others
count
really?
VTuber Legend? I would not count VTuber Legend. I think because it's like
But it's
we're talking about
VTubers in the
we're talking
title.
about it. Yeah, that's true. It does have the
Also, there
VTubers
are
at the
VTubers
title.
featured in it. I saw Tokenosaur.
I guess,
You
but
want to
it's
count?
like it,
It's that one with
I would
Toa?
count like
What was that Demon Lord one? Yeah, the one
Yeah,
that has
Malsama
Toa on the
3000.
billboard.
Was it
Yeah,
3000?
yeah.
something
Does
like
that
that.
count?
There's also I think the initial one was the one done not by Niji Sanji, but it was like what was it? It was essentially like a variety show almost
Virtual
Yeah,
of
that had
Sanwa
just a bunch
Miteru?
of.
yeah,
Yeah.
Virtual San. Yes,
I would
well, me
say
too.
that's the best VTuber anime because it's literally just them. And this is like far and away the second, and then far and away the third would be VTuber Legend, and then far and away
Yeah.
would be Kizuna no Allele
Wow.
because
It's
like
not
I was saying,
real. It's like it's just a
I
little bit.
it's
Yeah.
terrible. But yeah, like I said, this is the second best VTuber anime, and
Mhm.
yeah, despite being a multimedia project, it's fairly good. Like I said, 8.5. Check it out. Uh, I guess if you like it, you can check out uh the rhythm game. I'm not gonna check it out, but you can also check out the visual novel. Visual novel is on Steam right now. It's called Kamitsubaki-shi Regenerate,
Mhm.
and it has developer Orange on it. You like Orange?
Is
Wow.
it the same orange? It's not the same orange, though, right? It's like a different orange studio, I'm guessing, because it's like a video game.
I don't believe it's Studio Orange.
Yeah. I would be very surprised if it was the same studio orange. But yeah, okay. So
I don't
I
know.
guess
Is
yep.
Orange a visual novel studio? Sure. But yeah, like I said, if it's actually fairly good if you can get past the slow burn, and I would
Mhm.
definitely recommend it to people. Like I said, it's better than Vikizuna no Allele by far. I'm going to say it's better than VTuber Legend because it has really cool songs. Get it?
Mhm.
Yeah. Yeah. But it's worse than I mean, Virtual Sanwa Miteru. That's the epitome of VTuber anime.
Yeah, that was like essentially a variety show or reality show, whatever. But yeah,
Oh shit.
anyway.
I should mention the opening is Utahime, voiced by
Oh yes.
Virtual Virtual Witch.
Which yes, which project?
Yeah, them. It's all of them, and then the endings has is different endings, but the main one I've seen is I guess this one. Let me bring it up. It's called Memories, and it has one of them singing in like they all sing in English, so that's cool. I'll bring this. I'll post it here.
Yeah.
I think the ending is better than the opening.
Okay. Um.
But yeah, very cool anime, slow burn, but once it gets good, it gets pretty good.
All right. Well, thank you very much, Toast. And this was. I actually do like this ending. For the virtual YouTubers, but okay. But yeah, thank you very much, Toast. So this was Kamitsubaki City Under Construction, also known as Kamitsubaki-shi Kensetsuchuu. So this was originally released as like a multimedia. Obviously, the virtual artists under the Virtual Witch project, I believe, those famous artists had their songs first. It became kind of a video game under this sort of multimedia franchise, and then those video games kind of rolled into an anime adaptation. So if you like this sort of group of artists and maybe you want to see some singing alongside kind of a general dark magical girl vibe, please do check this out.
But yeah, like I said, like you said, if they're a fan of KAF and like these groups, definitely you should check this out. Cool, you like their cool songs? Hell yeah!